Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Haribo. He will wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting Krsna. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo. Haribo. Take the name into your heart. Take it with you when you part. Haribo. Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Welcome. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Gauranga, thank you for coming, my friends. Don't we have a good time?
OGEbeats.com.
What a great way to spend our days, huh? The new Vrindavan. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Okay, let's chant a little japa here together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. You can put your microphone on. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna,
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 Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hari Rama Hari Rama 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 Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Rama Hari Hari
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama
Hari Hari
Rama Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Rama
Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari Rama Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hari Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Rama Hari Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari
Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. There's what do you call the energies of Krishna? See the energy and these transcendental mellows, different things like that. Energies. There's the material energies also, but the Lord is not really counting those in this verse. We're talking about the transcendental energies. Very important to learn. Okay, and then there is the devotees and the master. See, there's even a distinction there. These are all, the book says, a manifestation of Krishna. That's why ultimately, abandon all varieties of religion and surrender to me. If you've really done that, then you're in that category. Krishna says, oh, this is my form as a devotee. This devotee surrendered to me. I revealed truth to him. He's my confidential servant. Confidential servant serves his master, makes his master happy. I give him that realization, that knowledge because of what? Bhagavad Gita 10:10. To those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy, see, prema, I give them the understanding. See, them the real knowledge. See, and Narada's going to ask him, he says, what knowledge do you understand? And when he said that, I realized how the Lord's working on different levels with that. Even his Maya, the Maya to trap the souls here in the world, get them to agree, even though they should be kings, they're tricked by Maya. Maya says, for example, you get stopped by a policeman, right? Are you really subject to that policeman? Well, you are when they say you do something wrong according to the law, and then they'll read you your rights. You have the right to remain silent, and because anything you say will be used or may be used against you or something like this. And they always say, do you understand? See? And most people, 99.9, will say, yes, sir, I understand. But that's not the real meaning of those who designed that saying. The real meaning is, do you stand under my word? Do you see me as your God and your authority? Do you stand under my authority? And if you say, yes, I understand. Yes, I stand under this. Let's go to jail. Okay. Some people have gotten out of that when they know this, but still, even by force, they may overstep that because, this is the material world. So Narada Muni is basically asking his father the same thing. Where does your understanding come from? What knowledge do you stand under? See? Fortunate are those who stand under this knowledge of the Vedas, because they come through in disciplic succession. What is the source of your power, Brahma? You could say that you should be asking that about Guru, because it's all the same, whether you're Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, even, because Lord Vishnu feels he stands under the original source. You should be asking that in regards to, because you got to find the line, you got to find the family members. What knowledge do you, Gaur-Haridas, stand under? What is your understanding? I stand under Bhagavad Gita as it is. I stand under Srimad Bhagavatam as it is. I stand under Chaitanya Charitamrita and his teachings and his mercy as it is. I stand under it. I understand that, and I stand under that, and that's it. Really, I'm standing under that. That is the source of my power to be what I am to you. Otherwise, I have no power. I'd be standing under the speculations of the Vaishnavas in religion here, out of those thousands of gurus. That's why there's not the kind of potency you see there that's here. Because I stand under the as it is statements about what is real Guru Tattva. I don't stand under the speculations that anybody, any Joe Blow can become Guru, or any Joe Blow that worms their way in or lies and cheats or by hook or crook becomes a spiritual master. I don't stand under that authority. I stand under the authority of the as it is truth. And that's why the devotees here become powerful. That's why Lalita, she stands under these kinds of truths. See, and they mean something to you because the Lord reveals the meaning. When the Lord accepts you for his service and you serve him, make him happy. That happiness you see in Lalita and Johan and any ecstatic devotee here is Krishna's happiness. She's serving Krishna in the way, topmost way, and people can't even see it. They're in such maya. That's why I make my comments. See? So she's standing under the authority of Radharani. See, under the ecstatic love and conclusive understanding of the absolute truth. And anybody else like her, see, that's a liberated soul. That's the association you need. That's the witnesses you need to learn this real path from. Otherwise, you're being bewildered in so many ways. If you stand under speculation, you can look at your own results. Do you have ecstatic prema bhakti like her and like others in this sangha? Well, no, that my guru said many lifetimes. Well, you're standing under some speculation, obviously, because the truth is Lord Chaitanya's mercy. Have I not read that so many times? I stand under the mercy of Lord Chaitanya and prove it every day, and prove it that we deliver that mercy to others. Like we was reading in here. Look, Lord Chaitanya, see, the real line goes on. You think it's just, oh, well, the Lord, like in that verse. Let me see if I can find it here. That verse, where is it? Vajalila.
23.
Oh,
It's
yeah, 23.
Yeah, chapter verse 1.
Yeah, read that.
The most munificent supreme personality of Godhead, known as Gora Krishna, distributed to everyone, even the lowest of men.
Even the low. Do you stand, everybody, I ask you that question out there. Do you stand under that statement? Do you stand under that mercy? And most people don't. 99.9% of the Vaishnavas do not stand under that mercy that's given even to the lowest persons. And if you find the real guru, the real spiritual master, the real associate of Lord Chaitanya, you can stand under that mercy again, because that's what we deliver and that's what we promote. I stand under that mercy. Why not? It's the best thing in the whole universe. And if you don't have ecstatic love of a God and you're a guru, you should be humbled by these statements, because we stand under. Why are you not preaching this mercy? Narayan Raj, why didn't you preach this mercy? Because you don't stand under it. You don't understand it. I understand it, and I stand under that mercy and prove it. People get that mercy. That's the Lord. You think, I'm not really proving it. The Lord is proving it, that I'm standing under his mercy and I'm serving him in the way I was ordered by Prabhupada. See? And then you become like that too, a recipient of the mercy, and pass it on. And if you're wimpy, a lot of people speculate they're in their minds and all this stuff. And the bottom line is, if you're wimpy and you're weak, you're not yet standing under the mercy yet. When you become strong, you can see that strength in the devotees standing strongly under that mercy, and great faith in Guru and the Vaishnavas and ecstatic love and conclusive truth. You become like a lightning bolt in this world, man. Yeah, I mean, it's the source of the power of real devotees. Even Narada Muni, he stood under that too. He was just trying to help us understand these things and how to stand under this. That's why if you heard the word of Jesus when he was here, you were born of that word. That was the real word of God. It was as it is, born of the word. To what? To become what? Another seminal creation in this world like everybody else? And have seminal lines like they do now in Vaishnavism? No, you're born of the word, where you're spiritually reborn and your spiritual body is awakened. And now you can understand God. You stand under the real conclusion of God. You stand under Radha's mercy, which is ecstatic devotional worship. You stand under it, right? I stand under that. That is the source of whatever I can preach in this world that has any significant difference in people's lives. Is the Lord Krishna, Lord Radha is the power of Krishna. See, the power, the potency, it even empowers Krishna. That's why we're like, without it, we're not empowered yet. You're chanting dry rounds. That's proof you're not empowered yet. When you get the shelter of Krishna and Radha, you get the power to understand the glories of Krishna, and you love his verses and love his truth, and you'll serve that transcendental truth as it is. See, and bestow the supreme benefit. What is that? Life's ultimate goal, love of God. In the most intimate relationship. This has never been bestowed before, Lord Chaitanya. And that's why it took a break for 550 years ago. Again, until now. Because Prabhupada wasn't bestowing it. Bhakti Siddhanta wasn't bestowing it yet, right? They were preparing things. Bhakti Vinod, they had it, but they weren't bestowing it. But we're bestowing it. Life's ultimate goal is realized here. Prove me wrong. I dare anybody to do that. This is so real. This is the living book. What you read here, you see in action, man. You see a reader reading in action these verses. A recipient of love of God right there before you. Lalita Ganga, take a bow. See, this is how it works. This is easy peasy. Just calling everybody's attention. We're dialing up everything. Come on, pick your phone up, man. Pick up your phone and dial in here, man. You'll hear truth. You can't believe anybody speaking it, man. It is so clear and so true. Like Janardhan said, these written down words become living life, and that has to be there. Otherwise, there's no deliverance. There's just a bunch of rules and regulations and all of that. You need to see the living life living here. The living God in this world is those who are really surrendered to the transcendental Lord, and he's not hiding through them. He's not like, here, Prabhupada, and there's Prabhupada, there's Bhakti Siddhanta, and there's Bhakti. Yeah, the living God is right there. But you don't see that living God expressing much, do you? You see they're giving you a lot of rules, regulate get this, but they're not showing you what's going on in their room, are they?
You need to see the life of the living God.
Yeah, you see the life, man. You're seeing a lot more now, aren't you? You're seeing what's going on in Prabhupada's rooms and Bhakti Vinod's rooms here. Yeah, it's no different. You could be in Vaikuntha, and the Lord is still hiding some of his true nature there, isn't he? Everybody's, Vaikuntha Nath, you're so great, but they're down. He's on the altar and they're down there. They if they wanted to advance deeper, if they were in, that's great. You got Vaikuntha, that's pretty good. Doesn't satisfy the more intimate devotees. They want to be right up there on the lap of Krishna. See, but that's not shown there. You see, even in the spiritual Dhams, the Lord has just kind of devotees and they like him like that. They're not interested, or so he doesn't reveal. But the only way he can reveal is the devotee has to pull that relationship out of him, draw it out, right? Because the Lord's nature is to reciprocate with his devotees. But what kind of devotee are you? A Vaikuntha devotee. That's why is that what you want out of the Hare Krishna movement? This Vaikuntha mood? Well, there's plenty of that there. But where do you see this mood? I said I was chanting. I said I would put the Lord on my lap. My personal assistant, like a secretary. A secretary that's lusty. Or what do you call one of these managers who's lusty? They got a secretary, a beautiful one, really shapely and all that. We're going to put them right on their lap, right? They could do it, get away with it. More so, the devotee, they want to put Radha and Krishna right on their lap, man. But there's no fault in that. They won't. That is the most beautiful thing in the world. That means more empowerment. That means more happiness for both. More joy for the Lord. The Lord likes to be really close. He's so pure. They're so pure. It's nothing to do with this raunchy stuff going on in this world. That's like that. They throw you in jail for that kind of stuff. You end up those secretaries after years. They go after you. They sue you in court for doing shit like that, right? Krishna and Radha, they love it. Oh wow, this devotee wants to be close. They want close. Why? We want that too, man. Hey, Gopakumar, this is all in the Vedas, man. Gopakumar, he attained Vaikuntha. That novel is beautiful that was written by Sanatan, man. Gopakumar, in one of his journeys, he gets to go to Vaikuntha and he sees his Lord there. His Lord there turns into Vrindavan Lord. Yeah, and he's saying, what's he doing on the altar? He just went right on the altar and jumped on his lap and started kissing Krishna, Vaikuntha. And all those devotees on the floor, in that mood in Vaikuntha going, what is he doing? That is so offensive. We would never dare do something like that. They went up there and grabbed him and brought him back down. This is not the only time. Sanatan was inspired by to do that by the pastime of Nityananda in the form of a devotee. Well, of course, Lord Jagannath was up there and he rolled into Puri, wild man, blowing everybody's minds, man. And him and his followers, they go into the Jagannath temple and you don't stop. And Nityananda was in his ecstatic mood and he sees Lord Jagannath up there, and he just pops right on the altar, man. Takes the garland, puts it on his neck. All the pujaris, their mouths go, nobody's ever done that. And they grabbed him, and because of some supernatural thing, they were thrown 10 feet back. At least the story goes like that. Yeah, see, so, I'm amazed every day coming here to hear all these new things. It's really like the verses say, unlimited glorification, unlimited attributes of the Lord. How are you going to even know that unless you see it in action? Unless you see day after day all these amazing things about the Lord are revealed. How are we ever going to come to an end of this? If I had 1,000 years, I guarantee you this. If I had internet for 1,000 years and I lived for 1,000 years, you'll see me every day, 365 days a year for 1,000 years, for 2,000 years, for 3,000 years, for 4,000 years, for 10,000 years, for 100,000 years. That's the spiritual potency. It's like that. There is par excellence, none other thing, none other potency is like that in this world. What we got is so rare. What we preach is so rare. It's blowing people's minds. And that's good. You need your mind blown because your mind is in the way. Material mind, speculations, Yeah, standing under the downloads is fantastic, man. We got more people coming during the day than in the mornings. You know this? They start coming more in the daytime. Got a day crowd here.
Here it's evening.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah. Read that verse again.
Okay.
So good.
The most munificent supreme personality of Godhead, known as Gora Krishna,
See,
distributed
Gora Krishna, golden Krishna.
golden Krishna,
Gora, it means gold.
golden God, man.
Yeah, golden. He's pure. See, it's pure gold. This Lord is. You struck gold when you get a relationship. That's what we do here. You get a relationship with Gauranga. That means guaranteed, Radha and Krishna, guaranteed, no doubt. But without a relationship with Lord Gauranga, which only comes through his real, intimate, genuine, empowered, anointed devotees, you don't get your everything will be superficial. You'll be superficially worshiping for another 50 lifetimes probably, the varnashram system and all that, until you meet such an intimate associate of the Lord. See, and then you go beyond the superficial worship of the deity into the internal worship of the deity. Okay? So continue on there.
Distributed to everyone, even the lowest of men,